Adopted people, do you regret meeting your birth parents? I found my birth mother when I was 27. The reunion was nothing like the tearful embraces you see in movies. She opened the door, looked at me and said, "You look just like him." Not hello or "I've missed you." Just immediate confirmation that I resembled the man who'd gotten her pregnant at 16. Linda had been forced to give me up by her parents. She'd wanted an abortion, but they were religious, insisted on adoption. She'd spent 43 years resenting me for existing, for ruining her teenage years, for the stretch marks I'd left behind. "I never wanted to be found," she said during our first coffee meeting. "I've spent decades trying to forget you existed." But I kept pushing for a relationship, convinced we could work through her honesty. I sent photos, updates about my life, tried to build a bridge. She'd respond occasionally, always distantly, like I was a persistent telemarketer she couldn't quite hang up on. Then I met my birth father, Rick. He didn't even remember Linda's name at first. When I showed him a photo, he laughed. "Oh yeah, that girl. She was clingy." Rick had 4 other kids he barely saw. He'd been married 3 times, was an alcoholic who spent more on lottery tickets than child support. When I told him about my master's degree, my career in engineering, he asked if I could loan him $5,000. "We're family," he said. "Family helps each other." We'd known each other for 30 minutes. The worst part was meeting their families. Linda's husband didn't know I existed. She'd hidden an entire pregnancy and adoption from him for 20 years. When he found out, he threatened divorce. Her other kids, my half-siblings, wanted nothing to do with me. I was proof their mother had lied their entire lives. Rick's family was worse. His current wife saw me as a threat to their finances, worried I'd want inheritance. His other kids resented that I was successful when they weren't, accused me of thinking I was better than them. One half-brother, Dylan, actually asked if I'd been raised by rich people and if I could get him a job. 6 months into knowing them, Linda called me drunk at 2 a.m. She spent an hour telling me how I'd ruined her life twice, once by being born, again by finding her. She'd had nightmares about me returning since the adoption. Now they were reality. "I gave you away so I could forget," she sobbed. "Why couldn't you just stay gone?" Rick only contacted me when he needed something. Money, a place to crash, someone to co-sign a loan. When I refused, he'd guilt me about abandoning family. When I blocked him, he showed up at my workplace, made a scene about his ungrateful daughter, until security removed him. My adoptive parents watched this unfold with barely contained fury. They'd raised me, loved me, supported me through everything. Now they had to watch strangers destroy my peace because of DNA. "We're your real parents," my adoptive mom said one night after Linda had sent a particularly cruel email. "Those people are just genetic contributors." She was right, but the rejection still hurt. I'd spent years wondering why I was given up, fantasizing about birth parents who loved me but couldn't keep me. The reality that I was unwanted then and now shattered something in me. The final straw came when Rick sued me. He claimed that since I'd reached out and established paternity, I owed him 18 years of back child support he never paid. It was laughable, thrown out immediately, but the fact that he tried broke any remaining hope. I cut contact with both of them. Linda seemed relieved. Rick occasionally sends messages from new numbers calling me selfish. Their families don't acknowledge I exist, which is fine. Do I regret finding them? Yes, every day. I traded a mystery for a painful truth. Instead of wondering what if, I know exactly what. I was unwanted, resented, and treated as an inconvenience by the people who created me. Some questions don't need answers. My adoptive parents are taking me to Italy next month, a trip we'd always planned but kept postponing. "We want to make more memories with our real daughter," Dad said. He's never called me his real daughter before, always just daughter. But after watching my birth parents, he wanted to make the distinction clear. The adoption papers say I was chosen. My birth parents proved that's worth more than being born. Some people become parents through labor. Others earn it through decades of actual parenting. I wish I'd never learned the difference.